We finally connecting. We got Mandu Soul in the house. And let me tell you something. I want to say this. I got to make sure that I'm saying this loud and clear.
Okay.
When you're talking about talent, when you're talking about somebody that sings from the heart, that has soul, you know, that kind of music that you hear and it reminds you of back in the days when it was real, real good.
Yeah.
That's the kind of music I'm talking about. My
Well,
man
thank you.
makes
Thank you.
Mandu Soul, man.
I appreciate you, man.
I
Yeah, when I
appreciate you.
yeah, it feels good. When I try to make my music, I try to make it come from the heart. Try to make something real that people can understand and feel. So I'm glad it reached you like that.
Yes, it was destiny.
Caught up in destiny. I like it.
So tell me, Forest, Virginia, is that where you're born and raised?
That's where I was born and raised. It's right next to Lynchburg, Virginia. If anybody knows what Lynchburg is, but it's real close to Liberty University and places like that. So
Wow.
from birth, I've been here. It's been more of a country rural area, but now it's starting to grow up and become more of a town and suburbia.
Now, was music something that was always in your blood? I mean, what was it like you growing up?
Growing up, I had a very musical family. In my opinion, my grandma Hattie, she loved music. We used to go to her house and she'll make all the other kids like play piano and do like stuff like that. Or she made sure most of us plays were either knew an instrument or in choir or something like that.
Wow.
So that was a big influence growing up. And then I think I grew up in church from
I was about
a
to say.
very young age. I was in church singing on the choir.
Now, so as you're developing all, you're being inspired, you know,
Yeah.
from your grandma and just all your around you musically. When was the point where you said, okay, I want to take this professionally? Do you remember that time?
So um, I think the time where I thought I wanted to take this professionally was I had a friend who I used to work at a job maybe about 10 years ago, and I would play around and sing around at work all the time. And this guy in particular, he's like, "Yo, that's actually really good. Have you ever thought about doing like a real original song, like of your own music?" I was like, "Nah, I never really thought about that. I think I'm good, but I'm not that good." He's like, "Nah, if you make a CD or you make an album, I will buy that." And like from that
Wow.
moment, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start writing. And I started taking influences that happened in my life or happened to other people's lives. And I just started writing. And then
Wow.
eventually I start finding people that will make beats for me or do some other stuff for me. So
Wow.
that's why kind of how it came about. So writing seemed like it came naturally to me. What wasn't natural was making a melody that fit and then writing words to it. That one had
Uh,
to be developed slightly. It was
right,
a
right.
fun process. It was a fun process.
Now,
Thank you.
are you hitting the stages? Are how is the stage show looking, Mandu?
So at the current moment, I am trying to put together a band. Right now, I'm just putting my music out, seeing what hits, what doesn't hit, and I'm slowly gathering people together to see if we can make a band and move out and maybe hit city to city, tour to tour, go places and see what happens. I'm at the beginning stages right now, so it's like you said, I'm observing, so I'm just seeing where things go.
You got to come to Vegas, my brother.
I
You
could try
got to
to work
do
that
it,
out.
man, dude. You got to come to Vegas.
I We could work that out. We can see what happens. I'm looking forward to. I really want to uh, tour the world, see what's out there, let people hear my songs, let people hear my voice. Um, it feels like I've been behind the scenes for the last couple of years, and I'm really ready to come out there and show people what I have.
And you're
I'm really serious.
talented. The first single is Destiny. I love the video. Tell us about the
Thank you.
video. How did the whole concept come? The making of the video, how was that experience? I'm sure it must have been exciting.
It was exciting. So that was my debut single, Destiny. I love the song. Um, I met up with a guy named Brad Bennett. He works in Lynchburg as well. And we was brainstorming what would we like to do for the video. I was like, it could involve, a female and, we're trying to meet and, it's common destiny. But he's like, for this first video, it might be good to try to do almost like a recreation of the background of you creating this music. Like this is your very start. What was the process of you making music? So for the video, we decided to go to a studio and play out, writing lyrics, people playing a guitar, making the music for me. And we thought we'd go with a studio background instead of a love story background.
Yeah. And what a great way, because your love for music.
Yes. Well, that's a good way to put it. I love that. I like that.
Yeah. This is like, that's your true love, right?
It is.
So Mandu Soul, that is the name. And how do they follow that name?
You can find me on all social medias. I am Mandu Soul. I am _Mandu Soul on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. But it's I am _Mandu Soul. And you can
I
find me
am _Mandu Soul.
Mandu Soul. MANDU Soul.
That's phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal. Well, Mandu Soul, I just want to thank you so much for your presence, and we are excited about your music. The audience is going to get a chance to hear more. And man, keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path, my brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me have a little face-to-face with you and do this little interview. I'm excited to show people what I have. So I'm thank you for giving me a chance as well.
Absolutely, my brother. Anytime, and we can't wait to have you back on the show. You have a good one, and be safe, enjoy, and get back to writing, man. You got another album you got to work on.
Album 2's coming around the corner. Just don't wait.
All right, take care now. Let's shake the world.
Let's shake the world. I feel you.
Hey, yo, Jamie, you made this?
Caught up in ecstasy, some call it destiny. You feel like sunshine after rain. You know just how I feel, and I ain't ashamed. You're the first day of the spring. Forget the birds, you make me sing. A breath of fresh air to my lungs. I am the moon, you are the sun. It feels just like heaven sometimes. I look and can't believe that you're mine. Can you feel it? My partner in crime, right here next to me. Some call it destiny.
Jesse James Halpayne is in the house with us, visiting Kai Music, CEO, founder, songwriter, lyricist, producer. You got a lot going on, retired truck driver, hailing from, is it Ava, Missouri?
Missouri. Ava, Missouri.
Okay.
This is where I retired to. I was born in Eugene, Oregon.
You traded one beautiful spot for another, huh?
Well, I've lived all over the place since I was a kid. Been all over. Truck driver.
You know, that's respect and gratitude to you for all those years on the road, because it's not easy with the other drivers on the road, I'm sure. You know, making your job harder at times, and the weather, and just there's a lot of hazards that people don't realize for truck drivers that they have to navigate around the course of a day.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to be out there today because what I see out there today scares me.
It scares us all. I mean, you just don't want to stay inside these days.
Well, have you seen how many wrecks are out there nowadays in trucks? I've seen a lot of wrecks in my day. but it seems like you see 4 or 5 of them a day now. It's always on the news.
Why do you think that is? Are people distracted? Do you think it's distraction or an inexperience, maybe not proper training?
Well, I'd rather not go into it because it'd be politically incorrect.
All right. Well, we'll let that one be. And
You could
we're
just
glad
use your imagination.
we're glad you're safe at home now. So,
Well, I'm home. My dad's still alive, and I take care of him. So that's basically why I moved to Ava.
okay. Well, our thoughts are with him, and a big hello to Dad as well.
Yeah,
And
he's a good. He's a
now
good guy.
now you spent some time in the Army as well. So was that right after high school, or what was your inspiration behind doing that?
Couldn't find work when I was get out of high school back in the late 70s, early 80s. There when we got out of high school, it was, I didn't graduate. I said, "Psh, my wild side." And anyways, I decided, and when I was 20 years old, let's go. So that's what I did.
So did the Army put you on a straight path for a little bit? They
Not
tried?
really.
Not really.
No, we was in peacetime in the 80s.
Mhm.
We were there. We did a lot of
Right.
training, but we did a lot of partying too. That was the 80s.
Well, fortunately, that didn't alter your life as much. And thank you for your service. The commitment and to do it and go through the
Yeah,
training and go through all of that and be ready. That's there's a lot. You know, there's a lot for
right.
that. People forget about what peacetime is about. They forget that you still have to be ready and willing and gonna go no matter wherever
They
they send you.
pretty much forgot about that nowadays. The
Mhm.
younger people.
So now you're self-taught with this whole music production thing. You actually you're not
I'm
new to it
learning.
because you've been writing lyrics and things for a long time
Yes,
and
I've been
tried
since
sending
I was
them
in high
out here and
school.
there. Hmm.
Yeah, and just nobody ever bit. They all just get, oh, okay, they're good. They're poems, or I said, well, all songs are poems, but you know, artist, true artist. I don't consider myself. I'm more of a lyricist. And
Hmm.
this stuff with AI is a tool, and it has taught me how to. I should say that better. Teaching me how to write lyrics even better. I'm actually learning how to really write a song, instead of, just writing words and sending them, you know.
And you
Mhm.
you started Kai Music. You put out some singles. Well, first you sent some stuff out to bands they liked it, and you decided, why am I gonna let somebody else do this? I can just put this all together myself, which is a great
Y-
idea. You put out a lot of different things. What would you call your genres? Now you had you liked metal and stuff back in the day. So recently
little,
we featured the Hill Jacks on the Second Opinion Sports Show, which aired in Eastern North Carolina for the halftime show.
yes,
And that was really a lot of fun. Some homegrown roots type music, country Americana feel to it.
but it still
So
had a rock base to it.
right, absolutely. So is tell us a little bit about some of your other music that you're working on.
Well, I'm working on right now. I've got a little thing under my name, James Halpern, because that's how I started this. And it's a little. I'm going to do a little EP, and it's gonna Trick or Treat's going to be the name of the album, little EP, and it's got a song on it called Frankenstein and The Curse of the Mummy, and it's kind of a southern metal, but like with The Curse of the Mummy, I did a little bit of Egyptian style, and it just turned out awesome. As soon as I'm gonna do about like a 5 song EP, And then, but see, that's not that's going to be before the album. I've already got my namesake album ready for the next year. And it's like, okay. But like I said, I got 22 brands. See, I don't call them bands, I call them brands because they're not a band. It's me and AI. So I call them a brand. And people might think I'm nuts for saying that, but I feel that's what I should, because the artists out there, that's their living, and I supported them for years. I've spent a lot of money. I mean, behind my little stuff over here is all my music over there. So I've got 50 years of all my stuff ever since I was high school. I still got it all.
Music keeps our world turning over here, and yours as well. So we
Always
thank you for
has.
being with us.
Thank you very much for
And
having me.
you keep us updated too with these new things coming out, so we can make sure
Well-
everybody gets to hear them.
Well, I might send you a feeder copy so you can hear it.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to that. And you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll be in touch.
Black-eyed peas and cornbread, fried taters and buttermilk. This is what we were raised on. Sun up to sundown, we ran wild in these great Smoky Mountains. We learned young how to cook up that sour mash.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even need an introduction, because if you're someone that's in the UK, if you're someone that's in Melbourne and all over Australia, this man has now made his name shine. It's glowing, it's radiant. We can feel it all the way here in the States. His name is Anthony Kell. How you doing?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad.
Where are you from? How was it like starting out your childhood? Give me a little preview of that.
Yeah, well, I'm from Melbourne, Australia here, and I was brought up doing singing lessons, guitar lessons earlier on, and I ended up joining school bands. We'd done music video clips back in high school, and then ended up doing singing competitions, went on X Factor, made it in the top 40 in Australia.
Wow.
And then I thought, look, I'll work on some original tracks. And then my singing teacher said, look, it's time for you to find a really good producer. So I ended up looking around for a good producer, and then I found someone that was working with celebrities here in Australia, and he wanted to take me on, Mr. Salvatore Panetta here, and I've ended up being, working with him on my tracks, and now, I've released Forever Within Me. I've released older material where I've put it on YouTube, and one of those tracks was Norfolk Dreamer, one of my first tracks I ever done with Mr. Panetta. And then that track actually got discovered on YouTube by a person called Jezza from Hollywood, believe it or not.
Wow.
And he owned the Euro Gym. So that he owned in Canada and Hungary and in Hollywood. And he decided to work with me after that in promoting his Euro gym through my music. And he used Norfolk Dreamer. So I had all these girls doing their exercises with my Norfolk
Oh my
Dreamer.
goodness.
And he actually videoed it for me, and he's put it up on YouTube. And when I saw it, I just I was amazed.
Oh.
So unfortunately, he passed away in
Oh.
2021. But you know, that inspiration has given me
Yeah.
goals to go further on with my music career.
It makes people feel good. They want to sing along to it. You got this kind of thing that gets people dancing. Where does
Exactly.
that come from? Is that part of your spirit?
Oh yeah, I just like to make people happy through my music. I want to connect through the message, positive message that I put through. So, you know, I want to connect basically to the audience that listen to my music. It's easy listening music. It's easy to sing along to.
Now let's talk about your tracks. You got several tracks. You're the one.
Yeah, You're the One's got a good feel to it.
I thought I was the one, but you're the one. Come on, tell me about You're the One.
Oh, You're the One. Believe it or not, I was driving back from work, and I had this idea of having a song title called You're the One. So it started off with the song title, and then I thought, you know, because I was dating a few women at the time, back in my earlier days, I realized that they always had this friend connection that they always went to. And then I was thinking to myself, you know, that friend connection they have might be the one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, so I thought, why don't I write something about that? It's a bit of a twist, but I
It's
wrote
a great
about it.
twist.
Yeah, so it was a good topic to write about, and I done it through sent it to me music producer, and he said this is a great idea, and then he turned it around a little bit to make it into a love song, and it worked. The feel was really good. So
Wow.
yeah, so that's how You're the
Yeah,
One came about. Driving in the car, heading back home from work, and the verse started coming to me as I was driving. So incredible. So most of my songs do come when I'm at work doing the night shift, because that's where I'm by myself thinking,
right.
and I'm actually working. So
Yeah, yeah.
that space gives me the creativity to do the melodies, and it's amazing, isn't it? It's just that's how
It is.
I connect and create through, especially at night time when it's no one around and I'm there working. Yeah, so no worries.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony, I want to ask you, how do they reach you? How do they get in contact with you? Give us the scoop.
Well, I'm on social media at Anthony Kale, Kale, Instagram, Facebook. You got TikTok as well, and you could follow me on Spotify. I've got, I think, nearly 500,000. I've got 500,000 streams already through my music. There's about 11 tracks there, including the ones we've spoken about. More new music on the way. To watch the music videos, go on YouTube at Anthony Kale, and your support will be much appreciated. I could meet everyone on TikTok. Sometimes I go live there, and we could have a chat on TikTok as well, and on Instagram.
Yeah, there you go. I think you're gonna have a lot of people wanting to chat after this one.
Well, I hope so, and it sounds really good. I'm very excited to be on your show.
Melbourne's own. I gotta go to Australia. We gotta hang out. Anthony Kell is in the house,
We
and I
do.
thank you once again, my brother.
Oh,
I'll
thanks
see
so
you real
much.
soon.
Thanks so much.
You gave me all the love I need. I guess it was more than enough. Yesterday you went away and left me broken. Living without you now, it ain't easy, I know. But the memories will live on forever inside me. As the world keeps on turning, you will always be forever within me, forever within me.
Discover Pahrum's best kept secret at Secret Sisters Clothing Consignment Boutique, where we sell clothing, shoes, purses, jewelry, accessories, and more. Secret Sisters is located at 1240 State Street in Pahrump, Nevada. For more information, call 775-727-4488. That's 775-727-4488.